Guys, Adam Katz from dogtrainertoolbox.com, as well as the Dog Trainer Marketing Group on Facebook. Wanted to kind of share some ideas with you about something I've been thinking about lately for your dog training business. This isn't a do or die kind of thing. I do have successful dog training clients doing it a variety of different ways, but wanted to talk about the subject of offering new prospective dog training clients a variety of different programs that they can choose from versus just listening to what their needs are and then prescribing one specific program that they should do. So I've done it both ways. Back in the early 90s, I had like 3 different options, like a low-priced option and a medium and a high-priced option. And I think at the time we called it our bronze or silver and our gold package, or our silver or gold and platinum package. And my thought process going into it was that, if you have 3 different programs, you have a low price, you have a high price, and you have a medium, probably most people are going to pick the medium priced program. And the reality was that wasn't what happened. A majority of people, about 60%, chose the lowest priced option that they could use to meet their needs. Now, the way I had broken it up was I had a number of different, behavior modification stuff in the lower priced one, and then the medium one did have one hook. It had like the come on command. So if you wanted your dog to be off leash reliable, you had to choose the medium one. And so because of that, I ended up having about 60% of the clients choose the low priced one, and about 39% of the clients choose the middle one. And then whatever was left over, about 1 to 2% choose the Cadillac version. And by the time I was running my 3rd dog training business here in Reno, Nevada, I completely switched that up. And what I would do is they would come in, I would sit down and do the in-person consultation with them. I would listen to their needs and basically say, okay, this is the program you need. It includes all of this. This is what you're going to get. These are the benefits. And, does it make sense for us to go forward? And had absolutely no trouble signing clients and was signing them for a lot more money. And I think the reason was that, let me back up. So we were basically, our average program at the time was about $1,000, and that would include about 3 private lessons, and then we graduate them into our group dog training class, which they can come to for the life of the dog. Now, that may or may not have been the best way to structure things. It's open for debate, but that's what we were offering. And I think the reason that it worked as well as it did was because I wasn't giving them a lower priced option to choose to meet their needs. Some people come in and, really they just have, maybe the dog just jumps up and he pulls on the leash. And for them, they don't really need necessarily $1,000 program, but they will buy $1,000 program if you sell it to them correctly and you don't give them a lower priced option to sneak away with. So my recommendation is, whether you do private training lessons or whether you do board and train programs, just pitch them on what they need and make sure that you're charging a lot of money for it. Now, if you're gonna offer them multiple programs, do it this way: offer them an expensive program, a more expensive program, and an absolutely insanely obnoxiously expensive program. Don't give them a low-priced option, because my feeling is that you're just leaving a lot of money on the table. Now, I do have some clients, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, that they push everybody into a group class, and they basically use the group class as a vehicle to upsell them to higher priced programs. You can do that, and it does work. My preference is to just get the money up front, and then if they're happy with the results, then upsell them to more and greater and larger programs. So just something to think about. But again, I like getting those bigger checks right up front, and not giving them the opportunity to get their problem fixed for a couple $100 going through a group class. So just my thoughts, just my way of seeing it. Curious as to your thoughts and what you think. Post in the comments below whether you're watching this on YouTube or on Facebook, because I'm really curious to hear what you think. But in my experience, I'd rather be walking away with a $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 check up front rather than giving them an option to spend $200 getting into a group class, realizing, hey, this is kind of a lot of hard work, or I don't have time, or I'm not as interested by the time they finish the group class. and then they fade away rather than you being able to get them for that higher priced, higher dollar type of program. Guys, appreciate you watching. Listen, if you need more dog training clients, if you're tired of lying in bed at night wondering, how do I get this dog training business to the next level? How do I get a consistent stream of desperate dog owners calling me each and every week, each and every month that I can count on to know they're coming in consistently? I found that Google AdWords is one of the best ways to do that. We're now helping, I think, over 50 or 60 different dog training businesses and a handful of other pet industry businesses, dog daycare, boarding, grooming type stuff, getting amazing results. If you're tired of trying to do it yourself and not getting very good results, give me a holler. You can read more about what we're doing at dogtrainertoolbox.com. In the upper left-hand corner, there's a box that says Expert Google AdWords Management for Dog Trainers Only. Click on that box. Read through the page. It'll tell you a little bit about suggested ad spend budget, management fees, types of results that we're getting for other clients. At the bottom of that page, there's a link to my calendar app. If it makes sense, click it and schedule a free 30-minute phone consultation with me, and we'll get on the phone and find out if what we're doing with Google AdWords would be a good fit to help grow your dog training business and the way that we're currently doing for 50 or 60 other dog training businesses all over America, as well as Canada and Australia. Take care, guys.